check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow One Boxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right. You got people going out here acting like, oh, man, Bob Arum's a shitty promoter. You know, he didn't, give Manny Pacquiao to Terrence Crawford. He protected Pacquiao against Crawford. And I definitely 100% agree. I agree. But we gonna sit here and act like PBC ain't played with Errol Spence's livelihood and played with Errol Spence's legacy as well. We back, Goodfellow Sports TV. Hit the subscribe button, bell icon button. And if you're feeling froggy, go ahead and leap. You feel like I'm talking about you directly, 100% probably am, knowingly or not knowingly. But like I said before, I 100% agree. It's about a smear Terrence Crawford campaign for some dudes out here because, they whining like Casey and JoJo for an interview. He won't give him an interview. Look here, for me personally, it does bother me that he don't do interviews with black media. But you know what? I don't really care that much because I don't do interviews. I'm not in the field, all right? I know a ton of athletes that don't want to do interviews with the media. Marshawn Lynch is one of them. It's a ton of them, okay? And at the end of the day, it is what it is. He holds on to stuff. He admitted versus Calvin Aioli. He holds on. He got a grudge. He takes shit too personal. He take it to heart. But that's cool, right? But we going to just act like Bob Arum is the only one out here committing mistakes, okay? We have like PBC is immaculate. It's not immaculate. You know what? I could do an hour-long video of talking about the fuck-ups PBC made, okay? But you know what? I'm not pressed to do it. But really, I understand the whole Pacquiao-Crawford thing. It should have happened. And they made, at one point they said Crawford was ducking him. He was scared to come up to 44 or 47 to fight Pacquiao. And obviously his people don't have his best interest in hand. Cool, I definitely agree with that. But Bob Arum, he got a bad history with fighters with melanin in their skin, right? We can agree with that. But come on, let's not act like PBC ain't without fault here. PBC refused to give Keith Thurman to Errol Spence. They refused to get Keith Thurman stripped. And also, that fight lost value. You know what I'm saying? That fight lost value. And you turn around and you look at Keith Thurman, right? You look at Keith Thurman, and not only did he sit out for almost 2 years, 22 months to be exact, and didn't induct Errol Spence and said he had a hand injury, elbow injury. Then he told Brandon Schaub it was a shoulder injury. Whatever the fuck it may be, right? We cool, right? He lied. Wasn't shit wrong with him for that long. All right? There wasn't shit wrong with him that long. And now he done fell out of public's opinion. Not only did they not feed him to Errol Spence, not only did they not force Keith Thurman to give up the belt where Errol Spence can obtain the belt and Keith Thurman can come up and give a belt, they let Keith Thurman hold on to the WBC belt and he hadn't had one title defense. They had to make him get that belt up, and then the two dudes that could have progressed Errol Spence's career, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter, they refused to fight him. They waited till that belt was vacated, and then after it was vacated, Sean Porter won the belt, right? I mean, when the belt wasn't vacated, he won the belt. He refused to fight Errol Spence. And all of a sudden, he almost missed weight. He almost lost to Yugas. Now he want to jump in the ring with Errol Spence. And Kenny Porter said, well, that was the plan. We don't pick the opponents and we don't choose this and that. And I've never heard one time where somebody said, well, Sean Porter was offered the Errol Spence fight. I heard they was in negotiations, but I heard the game plan was for them to fight, later this year. And they both was going to do some type of intern bouts. But at the end of the day, PBC didn't try to build Errol up. They didn't give him Danny. They didn't give him Sean. This dude has been one of the most inactive fighters. You're talking about playing with livelihood. At least Crawford has been more active. This dude has only got 3 title defenses since winning the title. And that's Lamont Peterson, Carlos Ocampo, Mikey Garcia. Terrence Crawford just got to division last year, right? He won versus Jeff Horn. And people say, oh, he was gifted. How you gifted and you the WO Super Champion? Look it up. All right, that was he was given a title shot. What the fuck you mean if you're the WBO Super Champion? That's why I don't argue with dudes no more. If you're the WBO Super Champion, you get an immediate title shot the next weight class of WBO. So learn your boxing rules, bro. But not only just that, after tonight, he only had one less title defense than Errol Spence. One less if he's victorious tonight. So we're going to act like PBC didn't hide Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, and Danny Garcia from Errol Spence. Don't forget Danny Garcia, another snitch bitch that went out there and hid as well too. Errol Spence called him out for a calendar year, and he hid behind closed doors. Didn't rebuttal. He didn't come outside. He took the entire year off, said he was tired. He needed a break. Nobody care about all that shit. He did the same thing Keith Thurman did. And then him and Errol Spence chopping it up in a hotel room. Danny and Errol Spence, please. And on top of that, you know, people want to point out and just have a smear campaign on Terrence Crawford. On top of that, Keith Thurman is about to get gifted with a Manny Pacquiao fight that he don't deserve over Errol Spence. So you show me where I'm lying at. What's the big difference? Seriously, what's the big difference between these two? Because you got one guy out here saying, you know, he pulling up old interviews, and I'm not going to say his name. You know, much respect to his platform, but not so much respect for his platform on this video. He putting up interviews of Bob saying that he didn't give Crawford Pacquiao to protect Pacquiao. Then what the fuck PBC doing with Keith Thurman then? What PBC doing with Keith Thurman? What PBC doing with Sean Porter? What PBC doing for Danny Garcia? Ain't they hurting Errol Spence's legacy? Because how much longer can he 100% make 147 pounds comfortably? Are they not doing the same thing Top Rank did with Pacquiao and Crawford? With Thurman, Danny, and Sean? 3 of them. They did it 3 times. 3 times for the 3 times. Top Rank did it once that we know of with the Pacquiao situation. But we're not going to call them out because, quote unquote, PBC Al Heyman and the Watsons, and salute to Sam Watson, I fuck with them. You know, because they black, so we're not going to call that out. So if we pro PBC, we're not going to call that out. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got nothing to say about that. We going to mum on that. We just going to hop on Bob Arum. But it just shows you the inconsistencies, how people leave out information. Look here, I don't pledge allegiance to PBC. I don't pledge allegiance to Showtime, Fox, nor do I pledge allegiance to Top Rank, ESPN, ESPN Plus, The Zone, Matchroom, Golden Boy. I don't pledge allegiance to none of them. Triple G Boxing, whatever they got going out here. None of these dudes paying me. But I hate when people sit out here. You know, my one pet peeve is these fake-ass black activist channels, kind of black, you know what I'm saying, and sitting out here and acting like they so black. But when it comes to another brother, because they ain't on that side of the street, or they ain't with the promotional company, or the side they want and they close with, that, you know, we can tear him down. No, that's still some raccoon shit. You can't talk black and you tearing down a black man that ain't really done nothing to be tore down. You can't do it. You can't say, oh, his company failed to give him Pacquiao when Errol Spence's company failed to give him over years and years activity. That's one. Keith Thurman, they protected him from Errol Spence. That's 2. Didn't strip him and let Errol Spence get a shot at neither one of the titles. They should have stripped him WBC and set it up with Errol got it, right? If they cared about Errol so much. Didn't give him Sean Porter. It didn't give him Danny Garcia. Okay? This keeping it 100. We keeping it a buck. So you talk about one instance with Pacquiao. Why didn't Errol Spence get Pacquiao to close it out? Didn't Errol Spence call out Pacquiao, and Pacquiao said he was too slow and he'd beat him with his speed, and then Pacquiao turned around, put a pole up, and leave Errol Spence out of it. Then turn around and fight Keith Thurman, because quote unquote Keith Thurman was off 22 months. He didn't look that good versus Heath Lopez. Talk to me, man. Tell me where's the lie. And people gonna thumbs down the video. You know what? That don't bother me, bro. It don't. That just let me know I'm telling the truth. That's let me know that I'm not falling in the sauce. I'm not lost in the sauce. I took the cape off my eyes, which cape will never be on my eyes. Keep it 100. You got to be able to keep it 100. And these niggas can't. They not going to tell you both sides of the story. They going to just make it seem like they tearing down Terrence Crawford during fight week. Oh, I'm not watching. Bo Mack said this and that. And then Bo Mack ain't say that. Or whatever the fuck went on. I don't really care about it. But you sitting here talking black, right? But you tearing down Bud Crawford. And a lot of niggas, man, they be congratulating me behind the scenes, you know, for doing these videos and shit. But I challenge these niggas to step up and speak your mind. You know, if niggas don't like it, they don't like it, bro. I don't really care. But I just keep it a buck, and that's just how I'm cut. But don't forget, check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing, which you 18% off the 100% all natural products. lotion, soaps, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, much, much more. Website, promo code are in the description. Use that promo code, get 18% off. If anybody sends me Terrence Crawford's birthday and boxing record, you get $20 gift card from the Hellblades. Hasn't happened yet, so I don't know. Y'all retarded. Y'all ain't listening that long. Probably not listening that long because I'm speaking that real shit, but you know, you don't get no rewards for speaking real shit. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. All the information in the description. Share the videos. Best donation you can make. We gone.